I was actually going to start a podcast before.
Yeah, you mentioned that you wanted to start one for like the label, right?
Yeah, I wanted to, and I ended up like not doing that because it would have just been even more of an investment to what I had already put into like my music and to my studio. So like at my parents', I've built up like a pretty decent like in-home studio. So I got I got a booth. I had a couple of synths, a couple of guitars, uh, and I've just put like probably like 20 grand into like software.
20 grand, all on equipment and setup.
Yeah.
When you say you got a booth, you got like a sectioned off room. Like
No, like I have like a booth.
I didn't know if you were like, 'cause I didn't know if you had.
So basically, like, yeah, that's kind of vague. Yeah, I'll elaborate. So like, I have this booth that my brother actually went down to Rhode Island and he went and bought for like $300, and then he like bought a bunch of RLX foam. He put the booth together. It's just basically like 4 7-foot like double insulated walls. It's like filled with EPS foam.
Right. It's just a fucking super quiet room.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. And then he just like balled out on like some crazy expensive foam, tacked it to the wall, zipped it up. Thing's dope. It's like a completely dead room. And well, not completely dead because it's like next to impossible, but
Right, where do y'all live in like a city area or no?
No, so actually what's weird, I live like definitely pretty far out in the country, but I don't really know why. Rap was just like kind of where it was, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like what my siblings like listened to when I was growing up. Like I'm one of 6 kids, so like all my older siblings, they all listen to like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, shit like that. It was just like kind of natural. I just kind of slid into it, but
yeah, let's introduce you. What's up, y'all? We're back. I'm here with Thor Brayshaw.
What's good?
Local DJ, musician, rapper, producer.
Shout out S-Tier Media.
Yeah, I saw the hat. You got those custom made hats.
Yeah.
So what did you use? What's that brand again?
So I went to Lids, but this is a New Era hat.
New Era.
Yeah.
So did somebody stitch that for you?
Yeah. So basically, I like went in and I ordered like a bunch of hats. I was like, "Yo, put this on this hat, please." And this guy was like, "All right,
That's
word."
sick.
So basically, you just go get a blank hat at Lids, and then it's like $40.
Yeah, some guy
It's
will
actually
stitch it
dope.
for you.
Yeah, and I got
That
like
is
the New
sweet.
Hampshire flag like on the back. Someone thought it was like some sort of like racist thing, so I'm probably gonna change that.
Really? What is it?
It's just the state of New Hampshire flag,
Yeah.
but the colors are inverted.
It just looks. Oh, word.
So it's like instead of blue, it's like black. So like everything that was blue or brown is black because it would have got like too muddled.
Yeah.
It would have got too muddy.
Actually, while we're on the
decisive.
topic of clothing,
Oh shit.
might as well just grab this now. This is for you.
Oh yo, dude. Thanks, man.
Yeah, bro. It's just like I screen printed some T-shirts last semester, and like it's just a basic white tee, just with
Dude,
the,
I'm definitely gonna rep this.
just with the logo on it.
This is awesome, bro. This is the first time anyone's ever given me anything for any interview I've done. This is great.
Well, like I
Thanks,
feel
man.
like yeah, bro. People take their time to come and like do this, and might as well like.
Well, I mean,
just
at
know
the same
something.
time, you're kind of, it's kind of mutually beneficial. Like,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
have someone that's got some pretty interesting things to say,
Yeah.
it's just gonna help build your brand. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like you're losing anything. I mean, yeah, time, but like, if your time is money, if you're an artist, if you're a content creator, then like, it's probably worth it,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I appreciate that heavy because I'll definitely have to get you an S-tier hat.
Oh yeah, dude, I'd love one.
Yeah.
I'd love one. No,
Yeah,
I was
I got
actually
you,
I was just talking to somebody the other day, and it was actually my professor. I was like, my plate was kind of full, and I was trying to figure out what to cut out, and he was like, it kind of sounds like your time is just more valuable than like money to you right now. And I was like, you're honestly right.
Yeah.
Like I just need more fucking time to do shit.
Like, dude, I feel like as you get older, you kind of look at like a 24-hour day less than like day and night. Like, what can I do like during the day today? It's just more like, all right, what can I do at this time?
Yeah.
Like when I started working at UPS, that's when I like realized it because I'd have to like juggle my time like on my shift there, and then also like what amount of time I was gonna put into working at Dick's Sporting Goods. I used to be like a golf associate there.
Oh,
Yo,
nice.
shout out Dick's, shout out Sawyer, but I'd have to like figure out what I was doing there and then how I was going to translate more time into UPS and then when I was going to do music. I haven't worked on any music in probably like 2 months. It's been pretty ass. And this summer, I haven't worked on anything.
Yeah.
Like literally the other day, I just got some ideas to work on some shit. So sorry about that.
No, you're
hopefully,
good.
yeah, hopefully I'll. That's so funny. We were just talking about that too. It just throws everything off. Mm-hmm. I guarantee it's my girln't. She always texts me like,
"Hey man, do your thing, bro. We can always cut.
No, it's all
we can
good.
always cut." Let's just start from the beginning. You were saying you didn't really grow up in the city, but just your older siblings. That's what really put you on to the whole.
Yeah, my older siblings and my cousin definitely got me into hip hop for sure. My cousin, he's from the South. He's from Belton, Missouri originally. So his mom, my mom are sisters. His dad's from Jamaica, so he's a pretty dark skinned individual.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, obviously he's not full. You get what I'm saying,
right? Yeah.
As a white person, there's no like easy way to describe how black someone is. Like it's just gonna sound bad. I mean, the kid's black as fuck.
Yeah, I would just say dark skin.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, he's either dark
I
skin
always feel
or
like
light
awkward
skin.
about it. But I mean, that's probably because he used to like torment me about it when I was growing up. Like he's funny, bro. He's a piece of work. Shout out Sam. But no, he was always listening to like, Lil Wayne with my sister. Definitely a lot of Jay-Z, a lot of Schoolboy Q for sure. Like TDE is like my biggest influence. Like Isaiah Rashad especially. I love TDE rappers.
I don't know if I know is that a genre? Or
What,
just
TDE?
TDE?
Top Dog Entertainment. So like that's like Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, word.
Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q. Well, actually, Kendrick's not on that anymore.
See, I'm really
He's got
not in
PG
the
Lang.
loop with like all that. Like, I don't really know who's like all locked in together with the different fucking.
Yeah. I mean, that's valid.
labels
I
and all
mean,
that.
as someone who enjoys music, I mean, you make a lot of music, but I don't know if you're like at a level to the point where you're looking at the different politics of who's what and what from where.
I really don't listen to much mainstream stuff. Like I really fuck with what I fuck with, but I don't really go out of my bubble. Like I have a different appreciation for music, I think, than
like most people.
Than like you, who's like really deep in the like all the weeds. Like everything, a lot about more.
I'm very, very particular about who I listen to also. So in that way, I will say that you and I have a very similar type of approach to it. But I kind of like to go and branch from artist to artist. So like, for example, I didn't really get into Denzel Curry until I listened to that Double XL Freshman Cypher. I mean, no one ever heard of most of those guys before that,
and everybody knows that.
Yeah, now everybody
knows that fucking cypher.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I was 16, I heard that for the first time. I was like, all right, word, I want to do that.
Dude, now like fast forward to 2024. I mean, it's 2025 now, but I'm saying I don't think they've done it for 2025 yet. It's like Sexy Red and like BLP Kosher and just kind of these like.
I feel like they are like, terrible.
Kind of clowns.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I don't want to listen to like Sexy Red. Like, I'ma spit my pussy, get it out of. It's like, I don't want to listen to that shit.
I think Sexy Red might be my favorite like chick rapper though, but like we don't need to get into that because I don't really care.
I mean, like I don't hate her. I just like I'm not a fan of most female rappers today. To be honest, I like Glorilla though. I think Glow's pretty dope.
Yeah, dude. I was talking to some people the other day. They're like, yeah, Glorilla is like my favorite.
Like, yeah, Glow, like that shit's fire. Like she actually like brings a good amount of hype to what she's doing, which I don't feel like a lot of female rappers do. But also, what I will say, and shout out No Jumper, shout out Adam22. I feel like that type of coverage for rappers, I feel like it's brought a lot of good artists out of it, but I feel like it's also low-key kind of ruined rap. Like that type of media. Like maybe it's just a lifestyle that I don't understand. I'd love to have a chat with Adam22 at some point. Maybe if I get that famous or get that far in the career. Yeah. I'm not trying to diss him. That's my boy. I mean, well, not my boy. I don't know him, but he's from New Hampshire, so I'm going to give some respect. He made it out of here. Like, that's what's up. And I respect everything he does, and I think he's a very intelligent man. I don't agree with that type of coverage. But that just might be, my small brain, like, thinking about that.
What specifically about it?
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like clout. I don't fuck with it. Like it puts like actual like skilled rappers like kind of at a degradation, Like it kind of degrades like real rappers is what I'm really trying to say.
Okay.
Because it's just like clout. It's like you have these people like what was his fucking name? They got into a fight on the podcast. He like started.
Is that the one where like he spit on him?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
That kid was like, he seemed like kind of a meme. Like he was like
shit, but shit like that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like it's ruining the industry. There's no real rappers anymore.
it's a
just
startup
like,
thing.
Yeah, it's just basically like a quick way to get money. And like I don't find any passion in that, and I hate that.
Dude, is it even money or is it just like a couple thousand like Instagram followers?
I don't know.
Right?
I think it's like
I don't think they're getting paid to go on there.
you don't think so?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure like Josh World
Really?
of T-shirts was on there recently.
I just also recently, is that the guy who fuck, I think someone was just telling me about him. Is he just like a drunk guy?
He's like
Just
autistic and drunk.
Yes.
And like
just last night.
dude, it was like the weirdest podcast I've ever seen. Like Adam was trying so hard. And I think actually like eventually he started to, kind of get on top of his speech patterns. But it was just like totally uncomfortable to watch. He was just like totally trying to pick this kid's brain apart, and he was just sitting there like, no, he's autistic.
Just not giving him any responses?
Well, for like a good part of it, and then he kind of cracked the code, but I don't know. What, you got dum-dums here?
Well, I heard, yeah, feel free to suck on a dum-dum. That's why they're
Yeah,
that's why they're here.
Pause.
But yeah, so that kid is just like, from what I was told last night, he's just like an autistic like alcoholic, and like his manager just makes him go out and get drunk.
Pretty much,
and just records him.
His manager's terrible.
He sounds like a bad guy.
He basically like pimps him out to like alcohol.
That's not cool.
Yeah, I know. It's like taking advantage of like a disabled man. It's like, what the fuck?
We should stop. Everyone should stop supporting him. I don't think this should fly.
I think he kind of does it to himself though too a little bit, because he actually like enjoys drinking now.
He might also not be good at anything else, so maybe this is a good career path for him.
Yeah, low key, I think it's definitely like kind of he's pretty cooked. I don't think there's a lot going for him, bro. It's kind of bad.
Okay, well, you know what? I take it back. Good for him for finding something that he's good at.
At least he can drink. Well, I don't know, dude.
At least he can be an alcoholic. Yeah, word. Yeah, when did the whole S-tier media thing start? Like, when did you come up with that?
So it's probably like around the summer of 2022.
That was at the same. You released an album at the same time, right?
Just about, yeah. So I released an album, and then I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do an album, I might as well I released High. I released my first song High, and then I made S tier because I was planning to make an album. But also a couple of my friends, shout out Tony Isaiah, shout out AMG Brazy, super super talented artists. They make a lot of good shit. They were always like asking me for studio time, and they couldn't pay me. I mean, you can't. It's pretty hard to pay someone like $125 an hour, like
if you're starting
up.
Yeah.
Which I like understand because I've been there. Like literally, I was literally right there, and then I just started pouring money into my shit. But but I know talent when I see it, and my buddy Tony is like one of the greatest lyricists I've ever like sat there and watched his process and recorded like probably at least like 50 songs with him.
Yeah, so
50 projects.
He's local too. He's like from your hometown.
So he's from shout out Warner. Yeah, he's from Warner, New Hampshire. So like he great kid, great artist.
Yeah,
but he doesn't have a lot of money. So I was like, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll make this easier with legalities, because now I have to get credits for music. I have to start building a portfolio for myself. So why don't I just make a collective?
Yeah.
I'll make a record collective. And basically what I do is I sign them to the collective, and any project that I touch of theirs, I get 20% in royalties. So for, every dollar they make, I get 20 cents off that dollar.
Word.
Which goes back into the studio. I'm not trying to like fuck them over or rip them off. I just need to get paid for my time, and I need to upgrade my shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's fair. They're the artists. They're the ones who made the song. I'm not trying to like take away their creative integrity.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they're not just random people. They're your boys, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I have worked with random people. I actually, right as I started to get S tier going, and S tier is actually an acronym. So it's still top in the Eastern region. So
okay.
ST, yeah, you get it. So basically, I only try to work with people from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Or that's how it started. And then I had a kid from Seattle fly out to work with me. Shout out Colton. Shout out Port Decay. He just flew out from Seattle. He was one of my mutual friends, or one of my mutual friends' buddies. He was like, hey, I heard you do a really good job. I'm coming out to see so-and-so, but I want to make it a priority to come and see you. So he flew out from Seattle, and the first thing he did was come record with me. which was fucking dope. I was like, dude, I actually have like clients across the country now, which is sick.
Yeah, at your tricked out like home studio, right?
Yeah.
That's where all this was taking place.
Yeah,
at your
exactly.
home studio.
Like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's actually so funny. So I have my boy, shout out Esvani, come up from, I think he drove up from his house in Maryland to come and record with me. And he drove all the way up with his girlfriend. And he was like, dude, and this kid's, you know, he's fucking like Baltimore or something like that. You know, this kid is like stereotypical Maryland dude. He comes out, he's like, dude, I thought you were like bringing me to a Get Out house, bro. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've never heard of Warner, New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, it's like buttfuck boonies, like nowhere.
Is it
bro.
way up there?
Oh yeah, it's Hickville.
Is it way past the lakes?
Like, not really. It's in the Lakes region.
Okay.
So like, it's pretty close to Sunapee. Like, you know Sunapee?
I've heard of Sunapee, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like 30 minutes from Sunapee Harbor, just about. I go there usually like during the summer. We go on the lake with like some of my friends and stuff. But anyways, so he came up, you know. So it's like, it's kind of weird to see like how it's grown.
Yeah, that was a pretty important moment. Like that was a very defining moment.
Yeah, like when I realized like, dude, I could do this like professionally. That's when I started it, and I've just continued. I think at the height of what I had going at the time, and S tier is like still a thing. It's just, it's not like what it was. I'll get into that later. But
Well, it's tough. You're a student, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're a student. You got other shit going on. You got a personal life.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like I kind of think differently than most people. I have like really severe ADHD, so it's hard for me to like stay on like one specific topic at a time sometimes.
I feel that.
When I'm trying to like manage a business and work and go to school,
Oh, yeah,
it's like one of those things is gonna, you know, fall. And I wasn't really making any money off of, you know, the work I was doing, except for what I was getting with streams.
Right.
And I will tell you. So I did make a really good chunk of money off a project for this kid that I did. Shout out, fucking B-Mill. Shout out B-Mill. Shout out Santi. I was working with this kid Santi, and I mixed and mastered a whole project for him. It took me about 50 hours to do. They ended up paying me like $600. And, you know, I gave him like a discounted rate or whatever. They ended up like going to this other dude and re-recording the whole album. So I didn't get the credit.
Why the fuck would they do that? They've already paid you.
Just because like basically what was going on is he would like send me the stems, like the vocal stems, and it wasn't like the quality that he wanted. So it's not that I did a bad job, it's just his vocal quality he wasn't really like super happy with, or that was his explanation. I mean, I thought I did a good job. I thought it sounded pretty good. I mean, if you ever listen to my music, Thor Brayshaw on all platforms. If you ever listen to my music, sorry, I had to self-plug.
No, do it. No, bro.
Do the shameless self-plug, bro.
No, I was expecting you to. I was just listening on SoundCloud the other day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but anyways, if you listen to like any of my songs, I mean, yeah, I went to Full Sail University. I had some master classes with you know, one of Travis Scott's producer, Baines. You know, I did a master class with him. He was like talking about, you know, vocal recording.
So you went there before Keen?
Yeah.
Because I knew.
Yeah, I did a year there.
Yeah, I knew. Are you in like your 6th year of school?
5.
Fifth
year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been 5 years. So, wow, I just said like 5. Dude, I feel like retarded right now. This hangover is like killing me so bad.
I know. Yeah, we're both hungover, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
we had
for
a
context.
good night.
We
last night.
weren't together, but we did our own thing, and we definitely.
We were telekinetically speaking.
Yeah, there was some. I'll just say like, I won't say that. There was just some girl like pouring like Don Julio down my throat. She just had like a bottle of bedazzled Don Julio for her birthday. And
Wait,
she
who was it?
I don't know her name.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was just gonna say she was like a big girl.
Oh God, really? Big bitch, huh?
She was big, yeah.
Yikes.
Her
Dude.
like fucking like thong was like sticking, like her thong, you could see it was just
Where the
like,
fuck
her
were you?
pants
What
were,
the
like, falling
fuck?
down.
Ew. Dude, what the fuck? Yo.
Right at fucking
Oh, you want Adams?
yeah, right on Adams.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out KSC track.
Yeah.
No,
KFC
dude.
track, they've always supported this shit.
No, but
We're getting off topic.
yeah, dude, we gotta get back on
What the
topic.
fuck was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh, way long ago, I think when like we first met, I like told you that, or specifically the song "High" that you just mentioned. I got like fucking Xavier Wolf vibes
Dude, I love Xavier Wolf.
I know,
bro.
because I remember you're like, dude, I fuck with him. Like that, I feel like that's kind of your, partially, or at least that song. I haven't listened to anything else by him.
I'd say that Xavier Wolf is definitely like a pretty big influence on how I make music. I love like Memphis type of rap because my older brother used to bump fucking Juicy J, like 3 6 Mafia, Master P, shit like that.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I love that type of like Memphis flow. The da 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 da. It's nice. It's clean. I like it. I fuck with it. And you can make it fucking sound disgusting, bro. It's dope. Like that's why I like Isaiah Rashad. Like if you ever get into him, he's like probably him and Freddie Gibbs and Xavier Wolf, I'd say, are probably like my 3 biggest influences.
Really?
Yeah. And that's all like very different, varying styles, but Isaiah Rashad especially is like my biggest influence. People tell me that I sound like him sometimes in my music, and
shit.
I hope I don't like bite his style. But
All
like,
right, I'll have to listen to him. I honestly have never heard a song of his. Is he?
dude, he's good.
Is he like relatively newer?
No, he's been around. He's basically, I think, the first guy on TDE that like really blew up alongside Kendrick. Like Isaiah Rashad, Schoolboy Q, and Kendrick really blew up like all at the same time.
So the
kinda, like,
early,
went in their own way.
Yeah, the early 2010s.
Yeah, like
around there.
2011 to 2013 was like a pretty big pivotal moment for their careers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fucking love Isaiah Rashad, bro. I mean, he's just so smooth. His flow is fucking great. His beats are dirty. Like the guy makes great music, and he's so slept on, and it actually like pisses me off. Like I'll be listening to Modest in my car. You check that song out. That song's fire.
Yeah, dude, send me music.
Yeah,
Just send me shit, because I never go out and like search for music on my own for the most part. I just like see it in an Instagram video, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll look that up. Like I'm never like, yo, I'm gonna sit down and listen to this album right now.
So are you still making music or what?
No.
Because I was listening to some of your stuff the other day, actually.
Oh, word.
I was listening to Missing You, bro.
That shit, okay. Well, I made that when I was like 18 years old. That song is basically like a fucking Kids Bop song at this point.
A Kids Bop song? That's
Basically.
fucking wild, dude.
Basically.
Don't self-deprecate
No,
like that,
no, just
man.
that
Damn.
one. It was just that one. No, I like my newer shit, but I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I haven't made any music. I touched the mic once a couple months, like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Since like after like we came back to school, and since then it's been I haven't done anything. I've just been focusing on this, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of just like I was like, yo, I feel like podcasting is more my speed.
I mean, the things with the podcast is that this is what I really appreciate about it. And it was kind of like talking about how, I was talking about like, No Jumper earlier or whatever. What I appreciate about No Jumper and, the way Adam fucking like navigates his podcast and shit is that, you know what? The dude is a master at what he does. Him, Joe Rogan, like those podcasts, they're insanely versatile, and they can adapt to pretty much any social interaction that they have, which is in itself like an insane skill. Like it takes a lot to be able to network, and then you also have to like literally like pick the brains of people who have done the same thing, and you just listen to their stories, you interpret it. It honestly is like a self-replenishing like superpower, because you're just picking people's brains apart on how they got to where they're at, and then you're just taking notes. Literally, you have a footprint for the rest of eternity that tells you how they cracked the code.
Yes, you can learn something.
Yeah, exactly.
From just being a host, you can learn something.
Exactly.
I've already learned shit today. Just
Well,
talking to you.
You just learned about the cloud lifter for the mic. I mean, I don't know what.
Some little technical. I don't know.
Some little technical.
It's not true. I learned about that TDE.
Yeah, TDE. That's true.
See, I didn't know about
that's
that.
True.
See, you're teaching me new shit. That's why we do this.
Yeah, I wish that I could actually like grow my fucking label to be like what it was, but there just isn't a lot of clientele around here, bro. There's very slim pickings in Keene, especially.
No. So you said you haven't made any music in the last couple of months. Have you been producing shit though for other people?
So I actually do a fair amount of production.
Yeah.
And a lot of my guys, they like a lot of the people I work with, they like just like studio musician shit. So I'll play like a guitar bit and I'll send it out, and I don't really get any credit for it, but I don't really care either. I mean, like most of the shit that I'm doing is for like videos. which kind of sucks. It's not like super ideal.
What do you mean videos? Like music videos?
No, not like music videos. Just like people need like it's like I'm scoring like a background track for their YouTube intro or something like that.
Oh,
or
gotcha.
I'll do something like that. I haven't really like produced a good track for someone in a while. I've just been kind of producing beats and putting them on YouTube. The last time I produced and I got a good chunk of money, I got like $2,500, I think, from this kid at Full Sail that I produced for, and he like didn't even like use the beat for anything.
So
It was like super weird. I think he might have died. I'm not
I
sure,
don't know. Damn.
but
So you do make beats as well?
yeah, I actually have a remix tape coming out soon.
Oh,
I
sweet.
got like Xavier Wolf on there, of course. I got Freddie Gibbs. I got Juicy J, Lil Baby, 2 Chainz, all the Migos,
Nice.
and Drake. So I have to fucking go. This is the biggest problem when it comes to fucking production, is that you have to clear like every sample that you use if it's more than like I think fair use is like 30 seconds. So like a lot of these remixes that I've done are like full acapellas of like rap songs.
When you say clear, what do you mean?
So when you
Clear the sample.
when you clear a sample, you have to like basically reach out to like an artist's team or to like an artist and be like, "Yo, can I use your shit?"
Just get permission.
Yeah, you have to get like written permission, otherwise they can fucking like sue you
Can-
because you're infringing on their intellectual property at that
Right.
point.
They made all of that. So could they be like, yeah, you can use it for like X amount of money?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, they can sell you the rights to it, which is like super annoying. I've been like turned down a couple times by like various people. Like I was actually gonna get this. So YBN Namir was trying to scam me, bro.
I remember you telling me about this a long time ago.
So I fucking hit up Namir to ask if I could use an acapella. No response. So I just deleted the conversation. And then he hit me back later saying, "Yo, $200. Like, $200 if you want to hop on a song with me. Like, let's do this. Let's get this money, gang. Like tap in."
That's not even what you were asking him, though.
I know.
You just wanted to use the instrumental.
Yeah, I know. It was fucking like very blatantly, obviously a scam. So like he had like, we have this huge text there. I got like screenshots and shit of it, and he was just like blatantly trying to scam me. Like all those artists that we thought were fire, like back in like 2016, not all of them, but some of them are like pretty washed up. And it's like kind of scary. I'm not saying that Namir is washed up. Shout out YBN Namir. I just thought it was very sketchy the way he was trying to rope me in to like pay him like $6, then $5, then $3, then then back to $400, then $200 for a feature.
Like he was jumping all over the place with the price of the feature.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. I was like, dude, no.
You just wanted to use his
If you want to get on
instrumental.
if you want to get on a fucking if you want to get on like a song with J. Cole, I'm pretty sure it's like $500,000 or something like that. That's how much he charges for a feature, which is, makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you kind of like putting me in a hard spot, dude. Like
I know.
I don't even own my car.
Dude, you're barely even paying for the feature. You're just paying for people to see your name next to his
Yeah, exactly.
in the song title.
This is the biggest problem that I have with like the music industry is that like I just want to make good music, and like it's really fucking hard to do that if you don't have money. If you're a good artist and you don't have money, no one's gonna see your shit.
Yeah, and it's not like streams are paying you that much.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I get to watch like Naruto for free. It's like about it. Get on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it pays for your Crunchyroll subscription.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's sad, but I guess I don't know. Maybe fucking.
I don't know. Sometimes actually, I did get like, I think the most I got in like a month was, I think like $70. It's like the most
From streams.
From streams, yeah. Because
Yeah.
High has like 200,000 streams
Yeah.
right now all time, like over all the platforms. So
Yeah, it has like 250 or something alone on SoundCloud.
no, it's only like 130 on SoundCloud.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, damn. Are you sure? I thought it was like 200,000 now.
No,
me
so
check.
it's like 200,000 through like pretty much, everything
Across all
plus- Yeah,
platforms?
across all platforms. Plus what's on SoundCloud.
Oh, yeah, it is 133. Are you the most popular on SoundCloud? Would you
Like-
say out of all the platforms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have the biggest following, I think, on SoundCloud. Dude, I have like, it's kind of crazy. I was looking at like my insights and shit. I have like people in like Ukraine like fighting for their lives listening to my music.
Dude,
It's like, what the fuck?
I know it's weird. Like I don't have nearly as many streams as you, but I still have seen the same thing. It's
Fucking
like an
weird. The
obscure
algorithm.
country.
It's like the algorithm is fucking weird. Like, dude, I'll pull up my phone right now. Watch this shit. I have like something in a country that I've never even heard of before, bro.
Yeah,
Ready?
Let's just check your like 2024 insights, like top countries.
I'll just check it now. My streams are low though because I haven't released anything in a while. That's the thing that fucking sucks about shit like SoundCloud is that you need to fucking continuously pump music out to get any traction.
Because the algorithm will start tossing your shit into people's like mixes and stuff, right?
One of my songs is in a playlist called "Raw Dog in Your Biddy." Is that you?
No, that's not me.
Dude, what the fuck is this playlist? This is actually kind of fire. It's like Shakewell, Lil Peep, Ghost Main. Whose playlist is this? What are these people going through? Oh, never mind. I'll take that back. It's not that far.
See, I don't have fucking SoundCloud Pro or whatever, so like I can't see all my insights.
Yeah, I can't see it. I don't either. I can't see like everything. I used to have Pro. Pro's actually pretty good, but SoundCloud kind of pays like shit for like streams.
Wait, so if you have, let's say you have your distributor, like whatever, like, I don't know, whatever, like there's like the basic ones like DistroKid or whatever. If you buy a distributor, they'll pay you for like SoundCloud streams. And then if you buy SoundCloud Pro as well, will they also pay you for the streams? Can you like double up on the income?
So basically the gain is with SoundCloud Pro or like Next Pro or whatever they call it now. See, I had SoundCloud Pro like back in like 2019 or 2020, and it was like $16 a month, and you didn't have to fucking like worry about anything. You were getting paid fairly. You like all this shit. You get free mastering. Like, it was cool. And now they just they overcharge. I pay what is it, like $144 a year now? It's like, dude, I don't want to pay that. I just like, let me pay the monthly payment.
What do you think of free mastering from SoundCloud?
Not good.
That's not really a professional. That's not a professional way to go about.
No. If you want to get your
project.
shit mastered, if you want to get your shit like industry standard quality, you have to fucking send it to somebody.
You just have to find somebody.
Yeah. Like, I do mixing and mastering, and I do like professional level shit.
Yeah.
But when people send me shit, fucking stems and samples and overcompressed beats and record on Apple headphones, it's fucking terrible. I can't do anything. You can't polish a turd. You can only make it like
Smell
level.
better.
You can just make it like less shitty.
Yeah, just spray some Febreze.
But it's still shit underneath the gold. You know what I mean? Like, you can't polish a turd. You can't.
You'll have to teach me something about all that shit sometime, because
For sure,
I'm sure if you went and looked at my fucking
for sure.
my shit, you'd be like, dude, what are you doing?
You'd be like, totally, bro.
You'd be like, why is this so? Because like I only ever took like an intro to like audio design class. Everything else I've just like taught myself, which is kind of just the basics. So yeah, everything is still pretty. It's not very.
I think that the biggest waste of time is thinking that someone is going to teach you what you're going to find subjectively good. It's not going to happen. Yeah. I've learned that through 5 long years of school that feel like it was a waste of time. Like, because in that aspect anyways, I was expecting to leave college being able to, you know, make a spatial mix that they would use in a movie theater or something like that, or you know, industry standard shit. I just learned how to do it on my own, you know? Like,
so do you think that at this point school is not teaching you anything?
Yeah.
And you're
pretty much. Well, to some extent, yeah. I think that at this point, you know, as a senior here at Keene State, basically the core of my degree that has helped me like progress the most is definitely, you know, the music theory aspect of what I had been doing, for sure. Music theory, the ear training shit, and you know, learning how to play 2 instruments.
So not the technical side of it as much.
Not for what I was actually going to school for, you know. It's like, yeah, I learned how to play piano and guitar somewhat okay, you know, but like when it comes to running a mix board like I hardly know anything. I had a 80-hour internship and I learned how to fucking use an iPad to balance signals. You know, Keene State kind of failed me in a way that's honestly pretty bad. They were like baiting me in. They said, yeah, we got a studio you can use. You can come record, you know, we'll get you in here and you can fucking just ball out on like what we have. No access until last year. And I don't have access anymore. The rule is, if you got class for, you know, studio recording and shit, you can go in there and use it. But you don't, so you can't go in there and use it. It's like they just cock block me from everything that's good. And aside from that, I feel like so underappreciated because I'm a rapper in a classically trained musician program. It's so weird.
Can we talk about that for a sec? Like going off of music for a second, just how Keene operates in general. It's
fucking terrible.
Because like I'm on like the more like graphic design, creative side of things than like music. And it's the same type of shit where our buildings lock, you know, they lock at a certain hour. And then, if you don't have, unless you have a specific class, you can't get into any buildings like after a certain time.
Yeah.
And like shit gets locked up and I'm like, how do you expect us?
Yeah, how do you expect me to go in there and do what I need to do?
You're like not giving me an opportunity to like reach my full potential because you're locking shit up.
Yeah, and then you have to like fucking go and beg for a fucking like card swipe access paper.
Yeah.
And then they don't even fucking process it for like 2 months.
No.
It's like, I don't need to go in there anymore, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like they suck.
Right, the week before classes started just now, I was working on like an independent project in the Media Arts Center, and the building locked at like 4:00 because it's like over break. Yeah. And then I went to campus security. I'm like, yo, I got like emails from my professor saying like, we're doing this right now. Like I need access, and they just like wouldn't give it to me. They're like, you have to go find. They like made me go find this form just buried in the Keene State website. It was so hard to find. And
I know.
They're like, you have to like submit this form with your professor's signature
Dude, they suck.
to get access.
Like,
I'm like, are you serious?
Campus safety here is such a fucking joke. Like, can we just talk about that for a second? They literally told me over the phone when I first got here, you can park on campus on the weekends.
I've always thought that
which is true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's on all of their signs. So my girlfriend doesn't go to Keene anymore. She transferred out because she just had a fucking terrible time. Like an awful, awful time at Keene. Understandable. She just got like fucking dicked around everywhere by every professor, every fucking person with authority she talked to. She just got fucking like absolutely cheated out of a good experience. And Campo like literally ticketed her 3 times for parking on campus on the weekend. It literally says on their sign, Monday through Friday, was it 8 to 4, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
You can't park on campus. There's no rule about not being able to park on campus without a permit on the weekends.
I know.
It's stupid.
That's fucked.
It's stupid. Yeah.
And
they suck. And then they'll go into your room and they'll search shit that they fucking have no authority to search. It's fucking terrible.
I do not miss living on campus.
Yeah, me neither.
And then they'll boot your car eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One of my friends got booted last
yeah, and then if you take the boot off, they fucking like they'll charge you for destruction of property, and then they make you buy another like $80 boot. So you have to pay the tickets.
Do they actually?
Yeah.
That is so bullshit. I knew you had to pay to have them take it off.
Yeah, fucking who's telling me about that the other day? I'm pretty sure shout out Ian Roche. I'm pretty sure Ian Roche was telling me about that the other day. Like one of his boys like had to buy a new fucking boot or something like that. Because he ripped it off his car. Or no.
He did it himself.
It was Crawford that told me that. Shout out Crawford Tucker. Kid's a beast, actually. Kid's such a champ, bro. Love that dude.
Yeah, anyway, I do love Keene State for certain reasons, but just that needs to be fixed, dude. You can't be like limiting students' access to shit. It's not fair.
Yeah, and then you like basically put other certain kids on a pedestal. It's like, it's so stupid, bro. It's just because we go to a liberal arts school. It's really annoying.
Bro, at another, like going back to just like another issue about Keene State, it's like, it is so small where if you get a bad rap for something, it's going to stick with you with some people are going to like, that's always how they're going to look at you.
Oh yeah.
Like no matter what. Luckily,
I've been pretty good about keeping my head under the radar. But, I mean, I don't think there's anything bad about me out there.
Except for whatever this motherfucker said.
Yeah, I mean, but no one really takes him seriously. Like everyone, I think, kind of feels like he's a joke, anyways. And like I feel like that's one thing that kind of sucks about Keene State is if you try to do anything to be different. This motherfucker, I just can't get his image out of my head with that stupid shirt that says "I'm an artist" with like the smiling cash bag.
Oh yeah, he always has
fitted hat.
Yes, he has the money shirts.
Like, dude, you're not an artist. You you literally like are copy and paste. Like he literally like threatened to beat up Aiden Uranesis.
Did he really?
Yeah, because like Aiden was like commenting on his pajama pants. You know Aiden, like he's like the nicest kid ever, bro.
Aiden's the man.
Yeah, and he was like I'm gonna fucking send the whole basketball team to fucking kill you, basically.
It's so funny how like, bro, like the fucking Keene State politics don't matter.
It's so funny how this kid like.
It's just frustrating how it's like so real to some people here.
I want to be done with this fucking school like so bad.
Yeah, bro, a couple more months. You're graduating this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank fucking God.
But no, just adding to like the Nicky Naps clown sesh.
Clown sesh.
He basically this had to have been after he burnt your bridge because this was back in like October of 2023. He worked at Dawson worked at the school gym. My roommate Dawson worked at the school gym, and he would like talk to like Naps just because like he would always be around for like whatever basketball. And he like Dawson mentioned how like I had like a little setup, you know. And at the time, it was literally a snowball microphone. That's what I. That's
how it starts, though, dude.
Like that is how it starts. But Dawson made it sound like I had like a real setup. He was like, yeah, no, Brady's got like the setup at the crib. He's got like a mic and like this and that. And so Nicky Naps had this like false understanding that I had like a like legit like good microphone in studio at like my crib. And then he like texted me and like wanted to like cook up together. Yeah. And said he would like pull up. I think he said he would like bring, I don't know. I think he said he would like bring something to like help the setup or whatever. But he basically like, to summarize, he just wanted to like bum a studio off of me.
No, literally. He tried to pay me in weed.
That I did.
He tried to pay me with weed, and like, I don't smoke.
No.
I don't partake in substances.
Nope. Just alcohol.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
We're only alcoholics.
Oh, dude, like brutally. There's not really much more you can do around here, though. You just fucking like either drink or like get fucked up in some other way. Yeah. That's what sucks about New Hampshire. It's like you're landlocked. There's no ocean. There's no pier. There's no fun shit you can go and do except for ski.
I don't ski.
Do you snowboard?
No.
Oh.
So like I can't even do that. That's Dawson shit.
I was about to say. That's actually that'd be so ironic. Dude, just like gaslighting. Like you're like, yeah, I don't do that at all.
No.
I'm just like looking right next to it. It's like what?
Yeah, no, that's all Dawson shit. I don't do like I'm just not an outdoorsy person. So like
He's actually got good bindings. I used to have I actually used to be a really competitive snowboarder, and I had like 2 sponsorships and like a pro form to Oakley and a pro form to K2.
Oakley, like the sunglass. That's like the sunglass brand.
Yeah.
Outdoor.
Yeah. A rep like gave me like a pro form code to use like a couple times, and then same thing for K2. They gave me like a pro form code because I think I like sent a picture of like me with I had a worldwide weapon at one point.
What was that, back in high school?
Yeah. I had to actually stop doing that shit because I hit my head too hard. I was
skiing or snowboarding.
I was like training for a competition. I tried to do something that I couldn't do. I used to talk like way bigger than I could walk, and I was training for a comp, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just fucking do the shit that I said I can do, which I knew that I couldn't, and I just landed right in my head and was done at that point, pretty much. I still snowboard, I just can't compete.
That was the end of your career.
Yeah, I was pretty good. I mean, like I had some good tricks. I could like do like 270 on the rails, like 27 on, like pretzel 27 off, which was like pretty good on a handrail to do. I mean, that's pretty technical. It's like you're spinning one way and then you spin the other way off. And I was like doing like, you know, steezy tricks. I could do like stalefish 540 over like a big jump, or tame dog off of a fucking like big ass roller. You know, you ever go to Mount Sunapee, you go to upper blast off. I used to like front flip that first drop like all the time, do like Miller flips over it and shit. Like I just like little cool tricks.
The
that
audience
feel
will know
cool.
what you're talking about. I'm just hearing.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
just
about to
hearing
say.
numbers and. Fucking,
Yeah.
I just know the bigger the number,
No,
it's probably crazier, right?
I think the pretty much.
just more like
when it comes to spins,
It's like more rotations.
Yeah, exactly. So like 360 is like all the way around, obviously, and
Yeah.
then like
You said like 540? Did you say like 540?
Yeah, so it's like 1.5 times around.
Whoa.
So like I'd take off like going with my left arm like forward, and I'd land with my right arm going forward. After like going all the way around, it's cool. I don't know. I really used to enjoy it. Now I just like it's kind of a dream that I had that I totally lost. I'll tell you one thing though. I fucking did. I know. Wow, that was bad voice crack. I'll tell you what though, dude. I fucking Brady just looked at me after that voice crack.
It's
he was
fine.
like, "Yeah, that was bad."
It's fine. It's okay.
No, but
I meant to ask you when we were talking about alcohol, like, does that help you? What, like, if you're like when you're getting ready, if you're like, yo, I'm gonna like spend a night in the stew, are you like for sure drinking during it?
no, I mean, actually no.
No.
Typically, I like to record when I'm sober. I always feel sloppy like when I'm drunk.
How I described it to my buddy is I was like, when I start drinking, my like my creativity goes up, but like my like technical ability.
Your ability to like translate it goes down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm drunk right now, and it kind of sucks because I'm not like drunk because I've been drinking. I'm drunk because I'm still drunk from last night. So it's like hangover drunk.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't do that anymore.
No, I'd really, for the most part.
This is like not a good way to live.
No, I feel like we could accomplish so much more
Yeah.
if we just didn't do that.
It's like that. Like, have you seen that stupid commercial with like that Indian guy or the Vietnamese guy? It's like
No.
an anti-drinking commercial.
No, what is it?
It's like this guy who basically like you kind of see him like drinking, and he's like, stop drinking, and he's like, work, get money, work, kiss wife. It's just like yeah, it's weird, but like it's actually kind of facts. It's like, dude, if you just waste your life away drinking, like you're not gonna get anything done. It's not productive.
Well, no, because think about how busy of like we both seem like we're relatively busy people.
Yeah.
Like if we have to do a bunch of shit during our day, like
I can't do it. Like
the
drunk.
evening, nighttime.
That's like, dude, functioning alcoholics are actually like very impressive people. It's like, no, like think about it though. Like that's terrible to say, but like think about it. If you're like a functional alcoholic that can like drive drunk to your job and pass off as sober and then go home and like manage your family life, that's kind of impressive. I think that shit is like a skill, not one that you'd want to get.
No, you're like an
But-
altered version of yourself.
Yeah.
You
Like
go
a robot. It's like, that's how I feel like on like meds, bro. Like on my ADHD meds, I feel like a fucking robot. Just like moving through life on autopilot, like Adam Sandler and Click. It's fucking
that
weird.
dude. That movie scared me so bad as a kid.
I know, dude. But like now that I'm older, like I think about it, it's like, whoa.
It made me just think about dying. I wanted to be like cryogenically frozen after I watched that movie.
Yo.
I was like, fuck. I was like, I need to figure out a way to like not die.
So let me ask you a couple questions, bro. So
Yeah.
is this your 5th year? Is that why?
No, it's not.
So why is it called the 5th year?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of something not too corny, but also catchy. And this is kind of just what I thought of.
I guess it's valid.
I don't know. I didn't want it to be.
Do you interview like a lot of people in their 5th year?
It's funny. I think I've actually had, I think half of the guests at least have been in their 5th year. The first 2 episodes were, Aiden's not in his 5th year, but he's pretty old.
Yeah,
He's 23. He's 23 now.
I just
You're-
turned 25, bro.
You're in your 5th year. You're 25?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I
What
just
the
turned
fuck?
25,
I thought
yeah.
you were like a year older than
Isn't
me.
that fucking weird, bro?
Yeah, I thought you were like my age.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you get to, I feel like once you get past like 23, like, everything is just basically the same. You just kind of feel like you're 21, but you're just getting older. Like, nothing really changes.
No.
Like, your way of thinking will change, and like your face will change, obviously. And, you know, you'll have more experience to pull from. But in the sense of, like, you know, feeling and, like, intellective, like, I guess, nothing really changes. It doesn't really feel different. Like, I feel the same. That might be bad. I don't know. but I'm just human like anyone else.
I don't know.
So
You're just pursuing your passions. I feel like that's what it becomes all about.
that has to be the priority with whatever you do. Like seriously, if you're not chasing something, or if you're not motivated or happy to be doing whatever you're doing whenever you do it, you should not be on that path.
No,
It's not going to help you.
that's why I will never stop. Like just starting up this YouTube channel has genuinely like been so fun.
Yeah.
Like I have done other stuff other than podcasts, just like some stupid videos with like my buddies just doing like vlogging with Dawson or whatever.
Yeah.
And it really is so fun. And that's how I know, like, I don't care if I ever get fucking 500 subscribers. Like I'm gonna keep doing it just because
What are you
it's
at
like
now?
fucking like 11.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, it's new.
You
It's
just
like
have to,
just
you just have to
started.
grow and branch out your brand. That's the thing. So like when I came into this podcast, I just told myself, I was like, listen, man, like this is good. This is gonna help both of us out because like
Oh, yeah.
that's the whole thing. So when it comes to exposure and stuff like that, I think that it's very, very underrated. Word of mouth networking is like your biggest asset because what do you have? You're given a voice at birth. Well, most people are, unless you're like fucking Helen Keller or whatever her name is. I mean, like,
She was blind.
she was faking that shit. She was faking that shit, bro. I'm telling you,
You
she
think
faked
Helen
that
Keller
shit.
was faking her disability?
Dude, she fucking flew a plane, motherfucker. She
did
wrote
she
a
really?
book, yeah.
Are you sure that wasn't the other woman who flew the plane?
What, Amelia Earhart?
Yeah.
No, Helen Keller flew. Look it up. Helen Keller flew a plane,
Okay,
bro.
I didn't know if we were getting like influential women confused.
No.
Helen Keller plane. I also looked up Indian alcohol video on YouTube, but it didn't
I don't think
pop
it's
up.
like Indian. I think it's like Vietnamese or like Taiwan. It's like Asian.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes, Helen Keller flew a plane in 1946. I feel like that's pretty dangerous. I doubt. Actually, no. I was gonna say planes probably weren't like very well made back then, but that was already like past World War II, so
yeah, true.
they were
But
definitely.
like think about this for a second, right? So this has been my ongoing theory about how Helen Keller is fucking faking this shit. Just hear me out.
Okay, I'm keeping an open mind.
So obviously, if she's not faking it, props to her. I mean, she made a huge impact on the world. Whatever, fuck it. This woman went completely blind, completely deaf. You're gonna tell me she learned how to communicate?
Well,
She couldn't even take in any stimulus except for feeling.
Yeah.
But if you learn Braille, you have to have an understanding of what the English language already is. She went like blind and deaf as like a child.
I remember that story.
like,
Yeah.
But like she didn't even know how to speak at that point yet. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that she didn't even know how to speak at that point yet.
Yeah, she was a young
She
girl.
was like
Yeah.
a year old. Like most kids don't even start speaking until they're like around there. So like even if she did learn how to speak, it would have been very, very minimal to the point where she wouldn't have even been able to cognitively connect those ideas like in common sense. You know, like what, she's just gonna feel water and know it's water when she's blind and deaf. I mean, yeah, she can smell. You can't learn anything from smelling except that something fucking smells good or bad.
Yeah, I can't believe because she did that did happen to her as a kid. I feel like even when she matured as like an older woman, I feel like she wouldn't have had
She would
the
have had the
ability.
fucking mind of a child.
She wouldn't have been able to understand that she got screwed over and became like a blind and deaf person. She wouldn't have been able
Like
to
just
have
no
that.
self-awareness.
No,
Oh my
she
God.
wouldn't, right? She never would have been like, oh, yes, I am. Like I'm definitely. I feel like the awareness.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been possible.
Like, am I wrong for thinking that she faked
I guess
it?
I am kind of like
Like,
pouring gasoline on your theory right now.
am I like wrong for thinking that she faked it, bro?
That would just be a crazy thing to like. I don't know how a child would come to that.
Like you can't learn anything if you can't take in any stimulus. Like to learn a language, you need to visually see what something is, and then be able to label it correctly with declension to what you're labeling. Like that is a water bottle.
Yes.
Those are 2 water bottles. If you're blind and deaf, how are you gonna know there's 2 water bottles on a table? You're not gonna use echolocation, bro. Like I'm sorry. It's just like it's not happening. She couldn't even hear.
Right. Yeah. Because blind people do use like sound helps them out a lot.
Blind people
Obviously.
actually are very impressive people. And deaf people are impressive people. And if you're blind and deaf, I'm sorry, bro. Like that sucks. Like I have a lot of compassion for people with disabilities, but I think Helen Keller faked it.
Wow.
Nothing will ever fucking convince me otherwise. That's my big theory. She faked it. She had to.
Yeah, because it's the story where the person poured water on her hand and then they did like a little fucking like hand motion to like tell her how it was spelled. But what the fuck is this? What is the hand?
How would she even
What
know
is
how to
that, a
spell it? She didn't even know how to write when
Yeah.
she became blind and deaf.
Yeah. So like somebody making up a new hand language, that doesn't really make sense.
It can't happen. She can't hear her going water.
Wait.
Water. She's deaf.
I just realized, is she like, how has there never been another story about like someone like this? Is it that?
Thank you.
Wait.
My point exactly, dude.
Wait.
She's faking it. It's not real.
Wait, yeah. How have I never
just
heard
not
of?
real.
How have I never heard of anybody else who's blind and deaf?
Well,
Is it because she was the most accomplished? Maybe she really did just beat the odds, and everybody else who's blind and deaf did always just kind of stay a little bit vegetative.
Well, yeah. That's why I think she faked it. Like, that's the thing, is that, like, you can't take anything in. You can't learn anything. You can't utilize anything that's around you and then connect it to an idea because you don't know what it is. Unless she already knew how to speak and had a good understanding of, like, communication language as, like, an infant, she faked it. I'm sorry, there's no way. You can fake being blind pretty easily. Just put on some fucking glasses. Or, like, pretend you're wall-eyed and just fucking, I don't know. I think she faked it.
Oh yeah, blind people can have their eyes like open.
Yeah. Like some blind people, like, actually are blind. Helen Keller's not blind, bro. She flew a fucking plane. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You need to be able to, like, look at the instruments on a plane.
I wish she was still here to clarify for you. Yeah.
Like, how did she even, like, speak?
She kind of knew English, I think. Like
towards
basically
the end.
what you just did. It was kind of like the
extent of it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting to get the Helen Keller theory.
Dude, I've explained this to, like, a lot of people at Keene, and it's not the best place to do that because it's a very liberal school.
Yeah.
Like, a very liberal school.
Have you talked to Aiden Ornizes about that?
No, actually,
I would love to hear his thoughts.
What do you think he would say?
I don't know.
He probably would really, like, internalize it and think about it in, like, a really funny way. Actually.
Yes,
Aiden's awesome.
He can only talk about something in the deepest way possible. So I just know he would have something.
He's quite a philosopher, man.
Yeah.
Some people are like that, and it's actually really cool when you meet someone who actually really deeply will think. Sometimes they think about the wrong things though. Like 90% of the population of Keene is hooked on like fucking meth, and they think that the government is putting chemicals in the chemtrails.
What are the chemtrails again? I always hear about that shit.
That planes like leave in the sky. It's literally just water vapor, bro.
They think they're like dropping like chemicals on us, and it's gonna like
yeah,
land on our forehead.
It's just condensation from the plane moving through low pressure air, like.
Yeah, it's just water vapor.
It's just water vapor, bro. It's not a chemtrail. Like, people are dumb.
It's not like gasoline.
All right. Let me ask you.
Yeah, what's up?
What made you want to start creating, like, media? Now that you've asked me, like, that question, I gotta ask you.
I know. Yeah, I'm kind of more of like, I like to consider myself more of a jack of all trades than like really being a master at one specific thing.
Yeah.
Because it totally just stemmed from how addicted I was to YouTube as a child. I was fucking addicted to YouTube, bro. I would spend hours on my iPad watching.
Oh, no, you were an iPad kid?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. It's hard for people to believe now because I'm like semi-normal.
I actually would never expect that from you.
I know. It's
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. I made it.
I made it out of the trenches, bro.
Yeah.
My nephew is like really bad. He's like a really bad guy.
I can't imagine how it is now. But anyway, yeah, I think I had at least 2 or 3 iPads in my day, like across like my childhood.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, at one time.
Not at once.
Damn.
Yeah, I would just prop them all up and put a different video.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, damn, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, but that is really where it stems from. I would spend hours watching fucking Minecraft YouTubers. That was the kind of the start of it. And then I just progressively started watching more like short form content, like kind of like not stand up, just like sketch comedy stuff.
Yeah.
Just things that were like episode based. What else? Kind of that whole like 2016 YouTube movement where I don't know how like locked in you were with like YouTube at that time.
Relatively.
Just the whole.
You're talking about like how it just kind of exploded.
Just like Rice Gum, iDubbbz, just that era.
Dude, fucking iDubbbz, man. Shout out iDubbbz, man.
Yeah. He was one of my like he was one of my favorite. No, can't say that.
I mean, pretty controversial catchphrase.
Oh yeah.
Very based.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty interesting guy. He used to say all that shit, and now he's like still semi-respected.
I was gonna say, I don't even think he got canceled.
Not really, no, dude.
It's just like a balding white dude with glasses who says like,
dude, in 2016, that
crazy
didn't
shit.
really matter as much.
Yeah, dude. So do you think that like cancel culture is like valid?
I don't think it's much of a thing anymore. Honestly,
yeah, I mean, now that
I
Trump's back in.
I guess I didn't say. I don't know.
It's kind of weird how like all that shit just kind of like, you know, all the restrictive shit just kind of died as soon as Trump got back in office.
I'm
Did you notice
so
that?
unaware of politics and stuff.
Bro, like cancel culture is like gone, like completely.
Think about any celebrity that you like, whether it's like a musician or like an entertainer or somebody who's like said the N-word.
Did he? Did he do it?
What? Are you talking about like the rapper Diddy?
Yeah, did he? Did he do it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm talking. Oh, well, I'm just saying more specifically about like saying things that are.
Oh yeah,
bad,
no, I know. But do you
opposed to,
think do you think he did it? I don't know why that just like came into my head, but I mean,
probably,
right?
yeah. There's like too many people that are like.
That's what made it come into my head was that
Saying that should happen.
Celebrity, bro.
Any celebrity.
Fucking celebrities are fucked.
His situation's different. He didn't just like say
Tom Hanks
something
on Epstein's Island.
something bad one time. Yeah, they're all locked in together doing that shit.
They like kids, bro. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
You gotta get Vitaly on that island, bro.
Oh, did he have a situation like that?
No, Vitaly's like, dude, he loves to fucking like bait pedophiles and then like make them do embarrassing shit.
Oh.
That'd be funny. He's just like over there with like all the Illuminati. He's like, "Oh, you gotta do that, bro. You gotta just like shave your head, bro." They're just like, what would they do?
He'd be like shot on sight.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'd just like fucking blow his brains out.
Yes,
like
he would
end of the YouTube video.
Yeah, he would literally be assassinated if he tried to get to that island.
Dude, they're releasing the fucking MLK and JFK files. Trump literally signed that into order.
Are those just a bunch of documents and videos and like testimonies about just what happened to them?
No, so basically like. Obviously, you know the conspiracy theories, or like I've heard about like the conspiracy theories how like, you know, MLK's assassination was like a government setup. JFK's assassination was like a government setup.
Yeah.
Well, the CIA files have never been publicly released, ever, and they're releasing them. So we're gonna know the truth about exactly what happened. What's odd to me is that they said that like Lee Harvey Oswald, the guy who killed JFK, was like in a building, top right. And if you watch, this is terrible to say, but if you watch that video of like literally his brains getting blown out of his fucking head.
I've seen it, yeah.
He gets shot from the front. He doesn't get shot like top right. He gets shot in the front of his fucking head.
So that's one reason. Damn, you're like, are you a conspiracy theorist? That's what it's starting to to seem like it.
Okay. Sometimes I have ideas. For the most part, I'm a very rational and like, you know, clear-headed thinker. But there are certain things that I definitely think are conspiracies.
Yeah, you were born in 2000?
99.
Oh, what? For real?
Yeah, December
Wow.
26, 1999.
Damn, you saw the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, barely. My eyes like squinting.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say? What did you say? It was December what?
December 26th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm just going to put out my social security on this podcast. It's, no, I'm joking. That's fucking wild. Just giving out all my personal information.
Yeah.
No, fucking... I think that there are certain things that have happened in our lifetime that, or in the history of our country, that definitely were fucking done by our country deliberately for, you know, the gain of wealth. It's how the world works.
The wealth for the government.
Yeah, that's how the world works, man. Like, the whole world is corrupt. Like, why the fuck do you think that Putin is invading Ukraine and, like, trying to take back Ukraine? It's not because Ukraine wanted to join NATO. It's not because there were Nazis in Ukraine. It's because Ukraine is the largest exporter of grain in the world. And this isn't a conspiracy. This is fact. Odessa is the largest shipping port on the Black Sea. And it connects, like, most of the major hubs for humanity through that area.
That's in Ukraine.
Yeah, Odessa, Ukraine. That's where my family's from. I'm Ukrainian.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, the biggest problem with this whole war is that Putin is literally trying to take back Ukraine so he can have that capital back. Like, he wants to be able to profit off of that country.
Obviously.
Which he can.
Yeah.
Ukraine also has, like, a huge power infrastructure. Like, they have a lot of power plants. They have a lot of all kinds of shit, dude. Like, it'd be a huge asset for Putin to gain. Why wouldn't he want to take it back? Ukraine broke a small rule in their treaty by saying that they would be interested in joining NATO, and Putin was like, okay, we're going to kill you now. We're going to take you back. You guys are idiots. And they already tried to do it once with Crimea. That war is solely because Putin wants that territory.
Yeah, obviously. He just wants to rule the fucking world.
Yeah, that guy's a fucker. Fuck Putin.
I don't think anyone will disagree with you on that.
Yeah, truth.
Yeah.
Dude, I love how, like, this podcast started about, like, music and just went into, like, the fucking Russia-Ukraine war.
Yeah, I kind of just let it go wherever.
Yeah.
That's really where, like, the good shit happens, you know? Like, I bring these questions, but then...
I'm just, like, talking like a total idiot, like, in the beginning, and then I'm, like, letting you into my brain, let you pick apart, like, my conspiracies, bro. I think that Courtney Love did it also.
Did what?
Killed Kurt. 100%.
Kurt Cobain?
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know much about that. I obviously, like, hear him referenced a lot. He's, like, kind of like an icon in that way.
So, like, basically the whole conspiracy theory is that Courtney Love, like, did pay this guy, like, $50,000 to kill Kurt. The reason I don't know the exact details about how she did it or whatever, but this part to me is fucking sketchy. So everyone knows what, like, a basic gun looks like. You have a fucking trigger guard, you have a trigger, right? You can't fit a closed-toe shoe in a fucking trigger guard. Like, I'm sorry. He would have had to fucking use his foot to pull the trigger of that gun, and he was wearing shoes.
Is that how they say he killed himself?
Yeah, he blew his head off with a shotgun.
And they said he used his shoe to pull the trigger?
That he used his foot to press the trigger and shoot the gun. But he would have had to take his shoes off. His shoes were on, I'm pretty sure, in the photo. But the other weird part about it is that none of his DNA or anything was on the gun, which is weird. There was a handwriting practice sheet found in her, like, bag at her lawyer's office. And, dude, it's so sketchy. Like, you should look into it. Like, there's so much shit that I just want to know the truth about, and I've contemplated it for so long, bro, but I'll probably never know.
Maybe not that one. I don't think people are as probably like people are more interested in, like, what you're talking about earlier, like the JFK stuff, than the Kurt Cobain, like, suicide theory.
I think that the JFK shit's fucking gonna be huge.
Yeah,
it's either gonna make a lot of people really, really hate the government, or it's gonna make a lot of people really, really chill. Because, like, the JFK, MLK, like, assassination shit is, like, the basis of most fucking, like, extremist movements.
Okay, I just had a thought about the shotgun thing. I don't know a whole
Yeah,
I don't know a whole lot about guns, but I feel like if you pointed a shotgun at your face and you're pulling the trigger with your foot, it's probably not pointed at your face that well. I feel like it would have just, like, ripped the front of his face off.
Yeah,
Am I crazy? Or are shotguns just way more powerful than I think?
I mean, shotguns are pretty fucking powerful.
Okay, so it would. Like, no matter how accurate it was pointed at my head, like, right here would probably just, like, rip my head off. Even if it just...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, shotguns are fucking dangerous.
Okay.
Shit.
Well, never mind then.
No, that shit's fucking wild, bro. Like, yeah, sometimes I think I am a conspiracy theorist, but, like, a lot of the time, I just like to question shit. I like to question, like, pretty much everything. And I think that's important to be able to do that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do that.
If you can't do that, then, like, what's the point of, like, even existing? Like,
No.
why wouldn't you want to do that? I do that all the time, you know? Like, it's like... okay, so sometimes it, like, kind of works against me. Because, you know, I like question stuff that's, like, not even real. Like, oh, where is she? I bet she's out cheating with another man.
Oh,
it's
like relationship-wise.
Yeah, like, that's part of, like, the way that my ADHD and, like, my just fucking monkey mind...
That's kind of just like an intrusive thought that's inevitable.
Yeah.
For, like,
I
I'd
feel
say,
like most people experience that.
at least somewhat, you know. It kind of that is just how, like, emotionally mature you are as to whether or not, like, you freak out about that, or you just can be like, oh wait, yeah, that's kind of unreasonable to think.
Yeah, usually most of the time, like, dude, that's, like, kind of retarded.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen.
You have to know when you're thinking unreasonably.
Yeah.
Like that. I actually had another question I wanted to ask. You work at UPS, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of just like, you're just like moving packages and stuff, right? Is that the gist?
Right now, basically, so when I started there, I started off, just moving packages, loading trailers, unloading trucks, whatever. Then I got like moved to parking the trucks. That's like I got like put in charge of like lineup or whatever. So that was like basically my job for better part of 6 to 8 months. I love doing it.
That's good.
But I just got promoted to supervisor.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's not like a mundane job.
It's pretty monotonous, but I mean,
I was just going to ask
well.
you. Yeah, I was going to ask you. Just like I've worked like very mundane jobs.
Like what?
Monotonous. Just like my like part-time seasonal job that like I've basically had since I was like a junior in high school.
What were you doing?
It's like a local like label producing.
What, print shop?
Yeah, it's like a printing company just for like like water bottle labels, like stickers.
Yeah, like commercial, like industrial printing.
Yeah, a whole bunch of shit, and I basically was just like the grunt there, Like
I actually used to work for my uncle's printing company.
Yeah.
I used to run a stitch liner, so I used to make books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used
That's
to run
cool.
a Heidelberg collator, saddle stitcher, and X-blade.
When was that?
That was right before I transferred to Keene State.
Okay,
So I was still going to
years
Full
ago.
Sail. Yeah, so the thing is, when I was going to Full Sail, I couldn't go there in person because of COVID. So I had to fucking just...
Oh, it was all remote?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had to do like full-time work and full-time school. So it really sucked. It like really blew. But I mean, I made a lot of money. I got a nice car because of it. I was able to, do work, school, I'd go home, I'd buy a bottle of fucking Crown Royal every day, I'd slam that, that'd be great the next morning,
That's all you need.
That's all I needed, just Canadian whiskey and some money.
So you were running a press, sort of. Like you were just like running.
I wasn't a pressman, but I was like, I guess a better way to describe my job was to be like a technician.
Okay.
I guess would be like the best way to describe it.
When you've been working these jobs though, like that or the UPS job, do you ever catch yourself just like cooking shit up in your head?
Oh yeah.
On the clock.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just like,
want to talk about like music and shit?
Yeah, like
yeah.
music related, like lyric stuff or just just ideas.
All the time. All the
Okay.
time. I'll be at UPS. I'll be like driving the truck. I'll be like thinking about something like I wrote something like sauce in my cup, bitch, I swear off the magic. Shawty, you know I'm paid because I ball like a maverick. Bitch, I am the star, you know the pills pin like Patrick. Trapping like I'm Freddy, but the Blanco wrapped in plastic. Like something like that. Like all the time. All the time. It'll just come into my head. I thought about shit when you and I were talking.
Yeah.
Like,
just now?
I'm always thinking about shit.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about shit.
That's a good trait.
See,
that's a good trait to have.
something that I like related really heavily with like Mac Miller. The other day, he was talking about his process in the studio. He's like, don't talk to me like when I'm in the studio. Don't talk to me like when I'm listening to a beat or trying to hear something. Because like in my mind, like I'm thinking about what I'm putting on that beat. He's like, he's got flows in his head. He's like, da 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 da. He's thinking about cadences. He's thinking about what he needs to do to get on the song.
It requires an intense amount of focus.
It does. It requires a lot of focus, man. It's like, you have, the thing is that you have to think about rhythm, melody, and what you're saying on the spot sometimes to make something fit. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, like, you can go to written. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
What is written?
Just like what you write down.
I thought
you write down lyrics.
I thought that was like an app or something. That would just like
No.
I thought this was like a lyric
like
app.
Like an auto-generated lyric app? Yeah, no, we don't do none of that.
That shit that wouldn't even work.
I always write, like, my own shit.
I try. I'm just so bad at writing lyrics.
Sometimes the biggest problem with writing lyrics is trying to get past the self-criticism that comes with it. Because you're like, that sounds corny, or you record it and then you're like, I don't like the way my voice sounds.
Oh yeah.
But most of the time it's like I got past that because I realized that it's probably just because I'm not.
You're you.
It's probably just because, one, I haven't mastered the song yet, so nothing's like really like compressed or like melding in. Also, maybe I didn't use auto-tune the right way, or I'm in the wrong key, I didn't check the key or whatever.
That's super true. Like when you have an idea, you have a beat, and then you first spit on it, and then you listen to it back.
And you're like, oh, that's ass.
You have that moment of like panic where you're like, oh fuck, does this suck? And
but that's
like,
the thing.
Nah, man,
is that,
I just started recording.
Exactly. That's the thing. You have to think about something. If you're not going to release it, it's a sketch. It's an idea. It's a draft. You know, you can revisit that draft or you can expand on it later, but
100%.
it's not like you're getting like millions of dollars for this shit. By the time you're getting that kind of money, anything you say will still earn you that money. That's the difference between like me and J. Cole, and obviously a couple of very other key traits. But I mean, the thing is between, you know, rapper to rapper, artist to artist, bar to bar, is that like when you get that kind of platform, anything you say is worth money. Like anything you do, anything you touch is worth money.
Oh yeah, that's why certain brands, like what I was just watching like some Diddy documentary the other day where it's like he fucking like bought half of the Ciroc
it's like his company, right?
Brand. It is, yeah. It's funny. I was at the liquor store the other day. It was like 50% off, like everything.
50% off Ciroc?
Yeah, I don't think it's like doing well now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was
so funny.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, me and Dawson went, and everything was like half off. I was like, bro, and she just like get some Ciroc. Dawson's like, nah, man, like I can't be like fucking with that anymore.
Yeah,
but like
so
that's just
valid.
an example of like just like someone touching. Like you said, just whatever they touch becomes like money.
So does Dawson usually like do the podcast with you?
He did an episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was originally, when I first like just wanted to start doing this, it was just gonna be like me and him, kind of like just like he would be like the co-host or whatever, like we would just be a duo, and then like I kind of just realized he didn't have the time for it, you know, because like this isn't really like his world, you know, this is like my world, and I just like bringing him into it because it's just like, you know, we just like, dude, we've been best friends for so long. So,
yeah, that's so valid.
So
bro.
I kind of was like, oh, I might as well, like while I'm in my time here at Keene, it's like I know so many of these like unique people with like different.
You might as well like try and capture it while you can do it.
Yeah, it's exactly why I'm trying to. That's why it's like a new person every time now. Like I'm totally down to have like people on like for like second episodes and stuff. But yeah, there's just like too many cool people. Like I know we've shit on Keene a couple of times, but like I have met a lot of dope people here.
There are a lot of cool people. It's just like it's really like few and far between.
You have to you really gotta like search. You gotta search hard. Like I don't know how many people you're still friends with from. I don't have a single friend from freshman year.
Really?
Nope. Besides Dawson, who I don't really count because he's just my brother. Like.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. At that point, you guys are locked in.
Yeah, no.
I totally understand that. Yeah, I have like a couple of friends from freshman year that I still talk to. Shout out Noah Moose. Shout out Cody. But those are like Tim Kelleher. I'll talk to him like sometimes. Like shout out Keene State Hockey. But like I don't really talk to like a whole lot of people anymore. I just kind of go to work. I talk to, you know, my boy Mike, my boy Ian at work when I see them. Sometimes we'll go meet up for drinks.
Yeah.
I go home. I see Finman. I see Ben. If other people are there, if other people want to hit me up and do something, I'm probably always going to do it. But like, it's hard for me to find someone that I actually want to like go and like initiate like conversation with or go and do something with.
I feel that.
Like I met you a bunch of times. I thought you were cool. That's why I'm doing this. But like, if like some other random person like that I talked to at Nooch like twice came up to me and was like, "Yo, let's get on my podcast." Like, no,
it's not really very like authentic. Well, it's also like we were like connected in certain ways just because of like the people we were around.
Yeah, it definitely like made sense.
Like we like you know, like me and Dawson were just like cool with a lot of your like
Dawson's so funny.
Frat homies, and then
shout out Sigma Pi, man.
Yeah.
I actually dropped my role as IFC. It just president. It just wasn't really working out for me.
Oh, you used to be the president
of IFC, yeah. So IFC is like the Interfraternal Council. So it's basically like the governing body that
of all of Keene State,
of all of the frats, yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I was the president of that for better part of. Well, I guess I got elected. What was that like? March or April? So
yeah.
Right after recruitment. So
you must have all the frat like lore. You know,
kinda,
you got all the frat lore.
Kinda, not really. I think that there's definitely some improvement that needs to be made within our community, and a big part of why I didn't really enjoy doing that anymore was because I just got really, really frustrated with people, and
just like, in the frat. in the frat, like people on like the board or like in the.
No, it wasn't people on my board. My board was actually really good, and I was very appreciative for their service. Like seriously, they did a good job. Shout out Jason Mowbray, that guy's a champ. Shout out Austin Barnicky, that guy's also a champ too, and Brody Vowels, Don, all those guys are really good dudes, and they do a good job. I just kind of got really swept into working a lot. I became like a really bad like workaholic, and I had like 7 classes, and I was just trying to juggle too many. I bit off more than I could chew, really. This is the biggest problem. And it's sad because I really actually did like kind of enjoy it, but I just got frustrated because it's like when you try to do something and then other people are like telling you no all the time. It's like that's not like how I like to do things. I like to do shit. I like to lead, and others will follow.
You have to be a leader.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you have found yourself like with the S tier stuff. There's a reason why you're the guy.
Yeah, that's my passion. I mean, the thing is,
bringing people to your
fraternity stuff is that like, it's very, very political. It's very, very cliquey, and quite frankly, that aspect of it wasn't really
you're dealing
worth what I was getting out of it.
You're dealing with a bunch of people who are like 18 to 23 years old.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, just about.
Who like all think they're like, no, maybe not.
Gods. Basically.
Maybe just some people might think they're like the shit, and then it really is. It's all about managing personalities, dude. It's like a fucking NBA team.
I know.
You just got to manage the personalities.
That's why I'm good with doing that. Like, I have no problem with any of the organizations on our campus. I think they're all a bunch of really cool dudes, and I think we have a good time doing everything we do. Yeah.
I was on fucking Instagram the other day, and I was looking at like something from like OGZ popped up in my feed.
Oh, Jeezy, really?
Yeah, OGZ popped up in my feed.
Hell yeah.
And it was like a new music video he made, and like in the music video, his kid was like with him the whole time. What do you think about rappers who like bring their kids into like their lives and have them like that close to like the culture?
I don't agree with it.
He was basically like, here's what it was. It was like they were sitting down at a table with like a bunch of like Chinese food, and then OGZ was just like had his like shirt off, like drinking a bottle of I don't fucking know what, just some expensive like maybe like
How old is his kid? Is it a baby?
His kid is probably 3.
Oh, okay. So that's like an almost self-aware child.
He's like 3 or 4, maybe, if I had to guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that I don't really agree with.
It just seems a little bit like, because obviously he doesn't live. I mean, I don't know OGZ personally, but like anybody, if you are a rapper, you probably don't live the safest lifestyle. That's kind of just.
Good God, no.
I feel like that's something that you unfortunately just have to bear if you want to be a part of that whole. If you want to be a successful rapper. The
problem is with that type of publicity for anyone that you care about. That's why I like to keep my girlfriend out of like a lot of shit that I do. Like I never mention her name. If people want to do their research and figure out who I'm dating, they easily can. But I'm not gonna put her on a pedestal and tell everyone her name, because like that information, like information is a weapon. Information is something that someone can use against you to fuck you over.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous. What's like the longest episode you've done?
I think it was Aiden's episode.
How long was that?
I think it was 1 hour and 40. What are we at? Oh, holy shit. What are we at? Oh, we're probably like right there. That's probably where we're at now.
Just about, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I was like, damn, bro, he's really got his kid like in this music video, so like bringing him around to like shit like that where they're like drinking, probably doing drugs.
I just don't agree with that at all.
No.
Because to be honest with you, like you put your kid in there, they know you got a kid now. You put your mom in there, they know what your mom looks like. They know what your kid looks like. If they see that kid and they don't like you, they will probably kill your kid.
That's something like Breaking Bad. You ever seen Breaking Bad?
But that's just how the world works, man. It's an evil place we live in. My ex-girlfriend used to say all the time, I think people are good at heart. I think that everyone is a well-intentioned person, and she's just like so naive. It's like, dude, there are people out there that would kill you for being a white girl with money because they don't like you. There are people out there that would kill me because I have the ability to fucking talk, because my skin is white, because my skin is dark, whatever the deal is. There is always someone out there who would kill you for anything because they don't like whatever you are or whatever you do or whatever you sound like. The world is an evil place, man. It's a terrible place. It's an awesome place. We do a lot of cool shit. We make a lot of good music. We make a lot of good media. We do whatever. But there's some fucking evil fuckers out there that would end your life
No
for
doubt.
nothing. And it's scary. I almost got killed like 3 times in my life by people.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
almost
listed once earlier.
Yeah, I almost got killed in Kalamazoo for like a very similar reason. We went to go buy weed, and this guy like tried to fucking do the same shit. You know, it's like, and I almost died with my head injury, bro. It's like, it's a very unforgiving place for a human being or for anything that's born into this world. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And a lot of the time, you have that in the back burner. Like, yes, everyone knows that's possible. But, like, it's scary how naive people can be. That's even scarier to me. It's like, how can you go about your day-to-day life, like, thinking that you're, like, you could be anywhere and you're fine?
Yeah, that is like...
That's stupid. That's like most of the people on this campus.
I agree. No, I agree with that. I think you have to have like at least part of like a tweaker mindset where you're like, yo, I'm like not really like safe.
Like dude, that's like most of the people on this campus. And you know what?
They think shit's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of people think shit is so sweet. They just walk around campus.
No.
Shout out to my girlfriend because she deals with a lot of my bullshit. And I'm very empathetic with her, obviously. And I love her. And that's why, obviously. But I just don't give a fuck about other people. Like, I'm an asshole, bro. Like, it's bad. I have a problem with it sometimes. And sometimes, you know, I talk about how these people are self-centered. Sometimes I can be self-centered too. Like, yeah, I love to talk. I love to get my opinions across, and I'm a very opinionated person. But at the end of the day, there's like a line. You have to know that you're either crossing or not crossing.
No, I agree with that. Like, just for example, like, I think I'm interesting enough to have a podcast.
Yeah.
Just first of all, like, a lot of people probably do not agree with that at all. But yeah.
I mean, I don't know. This has been a pretty interesting.
No,
like,
I think so.
I think it's been a good episode so far. I think that, you know, and I don't know how much longer we're going to keep going.
We can wrap it up soon. This is about how long I like to go.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do.
range.
But what I will say is that, you know, whatever kind of media, whatever kind of stuff you're doing or making or talking about, there's always going to be an audience for it. You just have to find it. You just have to find your audience by building your brand. And if you're not building your brand, you're not going to find your audience.
Well, no, what me and you are doing, like, we do different things, but like we make shit. Like, we like to make shit, and we're always thinking. Like, I also.
Well, the thing that you and I probably understand better than most people is that marketing is everything. The way you market yourself, the way you market your brand, the way that you produce any kind of content or media, it's very, very important to do it well. But it's also very important to do a large variety of different media.
Well, I agree with what you said earlier, where you're like, you said you like to make your own decisions. Right. And I just want to put myself in a position where, like, this is kind of like dreaming, but like, I just like to fucking dream, you know? Like, I don't want to, like,
be that dreamer, bro.
I could totally go, like, I will eventually go work, you know, like a fucking normal job, just, you know, but eventually, like, I'd like to be at the point where every single day I can wake up and like be like I want to be self-sustaining, where then like I can wake up and make my own decisions and be like, yeah, I'm going to make this decision because it's going to either be the most fun and I can just afford to like do this. Yeah. Like support that idea and like turn it into reality, or just like make the most money.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a huge part of it. It's just
it's becoming more of a thing now with social media, and everybody's like, and I'm not, but then I'm also worried. I'm like, am I just trying to become like another like just fucking like influencer person?
Don't worry about that at all.
But
never worry about that. See, that's the self-criticism. Once you get rid of self-criticism, everything becomes much more streamlined. Like, I never would have made my best song if I still had that. Like, I don't care about the media I produce. If someone doesn't like it, all right, fine, whatever. Like, that's your personal taste.
Right. Well, we're setting ourselves up for that. That's the point I was getting to earlier. The fact that we even do this in the first place, like, we're inviting people
to criticize it.
To not like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fine because I don't think we really care much.
Yeah,
like, you have to have.
I don't give a fuck if people don't like me.
You can't be too sensitive because.
No, you can't.
I mean, well, I'm not saying people who like are sensitive like can't be successful in that way because like there definitely are people like that.
No, that's truth. But I think there's also like definitely a time and a place for everything. Like obviously you don't want to like plug your music at a funeral. No. like that'd be terrible.
No.
But like at the same time, like you should be trying to spread your brand as much as possible. That's the biggest thing with any sort of media creation. Like seriously, if I can stress this the most, your brand is everything. Like look at Jake and Logan Paul. Sorry, fucking Zach Finman.
You're good, man.
Shout out Zach Finman. Love that kid. Like look at Jake and Logan Paul, bro. Their brand. Shut up, bro. Like look at Jake and Logan Paul, dude. Their brand is huge.
And it's them.
Yeah.
It's just their faces.
Literally.
That's what it is.
That's all you got in this life is your face and your wit, I guess. But I don't know, man. I think that you're gonna go far with your podcast if you keep bringing in people.
Thank you, bro.
That's the biggest part of it. Like I said, you have to have that versatility. You have to have that variety to interest people. It's cool, you know. You just have to find your audience,
right?
You know, just like I don't really have mine yet. I only have like 300 followers on SoundCloud. I might have like a couple thousand on IG or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be the cap. You know, it'll grow.
Oh yeah,
Just gotta keep doing it. YouTube is a hard platform to navigate nowadays, though, because everyone and their mother's on YouTube.
It's true. I just love it so much.
Yeah, like I don't blame you, bro.
I love YouTube, and I personally like hate short form content. Like it's stupid because
like TikTok.
Yes, like I understand how important it is right now to like help like push your brand or just like your personality or whatever you're trying to pursue, but like I just cannot stand it. Like I've never been on TikTok. I don't want to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's going away.
Really?
Yeah.
Low key, I'm also like kind of happy because I feel like it kind of makes people veg.
Dude,
I feel like it literally makes people retarded.
Bro, it's not healthy to be on that, bro. I literally bullied Dawson into like deleting TikTok.
Dude cornered and bullied him.
Anytime I'd catch him on TikTok, I would just like tell him to like, I would just like make fun of him. I'd just be like, bro, you can't be seriously just like sitting on TikTok for like hours.
For real.
Well, because I'm being serious though. Like, you can't like think about people would be so scared, and you can go on your phone and look at the hours. Like people would be so scared if they looked at how much time they spend on TikTok. If like in like a month span, they'd be terrified. I mean, I don't know if
I'm about to check that right now.
Okay, do it. Like I don't know how much you go on TikTok. But
I feel like I don't even realize that I'm on it sometimes.
And I kind of do the same thing, bro. Usually like an hour before I go to bed, I'll just go on YouTube and fuck around, and that's not good either. I know.
All right, let's have a look.
Yeah.
This week.
I don't know if you can look at a whole month. I know it is, but at least week by week or like daily. I don't know.
Look at this. My daily average of screen time is like an hour and 46 minutes a day.
That is so fucking low.
Yeah, I'm like never on my phone anymore. I used to be on my phone quite a bit, bro. Actually, TikTok isn't even in my top 3. It's really Snapchat, Instagram, and messages.
Yeah, you're just communicating. That's like all just communication shit. You're just talking. You're just talking to people.
I like introduced my girlfriend to like my buddy's friend like over FaceTime, or my buddy's like girlfriend like over FaceTime. I was like, look, they're communicating. It's like it's like a basic like human function, dude. Yeah. I think like stupid shit like that's like kind of funny. It's like Seth Rogen like esque. Like kind of like aspectal like comedy, you know, everything like perspective like scenarios I think are funny, you know, like when Dave Chappelle talks about like being Chinese trapped inside a black man's body on Sticks and Stones. Did you ever watch that special?
No, I have not seen a lot of good stand up.
You gotta watch like some of Dave Chappelle's old shit, or not his old shit, like his Netflix shit is pretty good. He like talks about like he was like, that is a terrible predicament to be like a man stuck inside a woman's body, but it's also like a hilarious predicament being stuck inside someone else's body. Like imagine if I was Asian stuck in this black like Yeah. Just go look it up. Bro.
I will.
It's
I will.
funny.
I want to know more stand up. I just want to tell one funny story real quick before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Last night, I just want to know if like I'm an asshole for this. So
Oh shit.
last night, it's like it was the after party. We were just here with like, it was me, like Dawson, his girl,
Yeah.
my buddy, and then some other chick that pulled up. And I smoked a little bit. And so I was like, just like, I was so sleepy and just like faded just from like drinking and smoking. And
What's up?
eventually Dawson and like his girl like went upstairs. So it was just like me and my boy and this girl. And I guess I just like wasn't reading the room correctly. Cause I guess they were kind of like trying to get ready to like,
They were getting busy.
like do their thing.
Yeah,
but I was
yeah.
just like, I was literally like falling asleep on the couch, just like being a high idiot. And they literally like they were like texting me on my phone, like while the three of us were in there, like, yo, bro, you got to get out of there. Like, he's like got to make his move. And I just like didn't realize that. And then like my boy literally handed me my phone and I was just like, thanks. And like, I didn't read the text. So I guess I like, am I being confusing right now?
No.
I guess I just like, I cock blocked him, but I didn't mean to just cause I like wouldn't leave the room just cause I was like just high. Like, does that I feel like I explained that poorly.
No, you didn't.
Like
no, it was
they
fine.
were literally texting me and I wasn't seeing their messages to like get out of the room, even though he literally like shoved my phone in my face and I just like put it down.
I mean, did you know what you were doing when you did it?
No,
Exactly. So then you're fine. I
was
don't
like-
think you're an asshole. I think you were just like really stoned.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's like that.
I just kind of
big
like,
deal,
I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah, no, like Finman's done that to me like 4 or 5 times.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Ben also. Ben Stafford. Shout out Ben Stafford, but he has cock blocked me a few times. I've also done some shit like that to them though too. I mean, I feel like it just kind of happens when you're boys. You know, I don't think that's like an asshole move. I think like sometimes you just don't think about it. You know?
No,
That's your boy. You want to hang out with your boy.
I wasn't reading the room either. Like I wasn't getting that vibe. Like I thought we were all just like chilling.
Well, I mean, you guys are like roommates. That's his girlfriend, right? Or like just a girl he was like hooking up with?
No, Dawson and his girl had already gone up, and then it was my old roommate Sam, and and just another girl we're friends with.
Oh wait, no,
right
it
here.
was Sam that was texting you.
Sam and Dawson were both texting me like, bro, like, yo, bro, like, get out. Like, you gotta get out. Like, you gotta get out of the room. I have the text here.
Dude,
Look
that's
at them.
so wild. Okay.
What is it?
That's so terrible, bro.
Yeah, Dawson said at 3:33 a.m. He said, you need to get out of there, Brady. Let Sam do his thing. And then Sam said, he's so blind. And then Dawson just said, no. And then I just like never left the room because I didn't see dude, I wasn't looking at my phone. I was acting.
That's so bad.
I was acting like a goober, bro.
A goober, bro. No, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. I mean, did he end up getting laid?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, did it like kind of...
No, he didn't really care that much.
Yeah,
He wasn't that.
fine.
He was like, yeah, man, it's fine. Like
I don't think you're an asshole for that. I
don't
wouldn't
really
stress
care.
about it for too long.
Yeah.
See, when it comes to like, you know, your boys and stuff like that, like I was saying, it's just your boys. You want to hang out with your boy. You haven't seen him in a while probably, right?
Yeah, no, I only see him like once every couple months now.
Yeah, I think you're probably just excited to hang out with him. I don't think it's that big of a deal, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stress on that.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an overthinker. I hate I don't like making people upset.
No, I definitely like overthink the same way.
I don't
about
care.
certain things.
I don't care about offending people, but I don't like making the people I care about upset.
Yeah, I was about to say,
If I don't know you,
like
if I don't know you, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like you're the type of person, you're not a people pleaser. You just like,
No.
you like to make sure that the connections that you do have like are strong,
Oh, 100%.
which is good.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
I don't need 100 friends. I just need 10 really good friends.
Yeah, that's valid. Like
That's a really good just
kinda all I
final
need.
message to leave everybody with, I think.
Actually, yeah. Like, be yourself, bitch.
Just fucking be yourself. Thank you for coming on, dude. This was
Yeah,
a
man.
fucking roller coaster. This was fun.
Yeah, it's definitely like a new experience. How long have we been going for?
Over 2 hours now, I think.
Damn.
You got here. Actually, maybe no. I guess you got here like 1:30. I can't see. We can check once we end it. But yeah, bro. Thanks for coming on,
Bro.
Best of luck. Oops, I just fucked the mic up.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yo,
Best of luck to S-tier media and whatever
Shout out S-tier.
whatever you decide to pursue in the next coming months as you graduate school.
seriously.
Good luck, dude.
Still top in the Eastern region. Listen, I'd love to come back for another session if you ever have the time.
Dude,
just let me know.
maybe we'll just do a fucking just a frat podcast. Just get a couple of motherfuckers on.
Are you gonna join? Dude, you should, man.
All right, word. We'll catch y'all.
Thank you, bro.
But my nigga Glock hot and it's cooking egg. Me and Isha's linked up, we gon' roll 5. Percocet and codeine got me so high. Get your bands up before we speak or just stay away. Watch me fuck this nigga main bitch and just fade away.